Here's a week of lunches I made for my husband, and they get progressively better. According to him, if his lunchbox doesn't contain egg in some form or other, then it's not a proper lunch. I always save up the shells, they're very useful to use in the garden, and I use the boiled eggs mashed up to make an egg salad sandwich filler. He loves a breakfast sandwich filling, so this one was sausage and egg mayonnaise. He leaves really early in the morning, so the idea was that one would be his breakfast, and he'd have another one later on for his lunch, which was slightly different, using jalapenos I pickled from the garden and cheese. I gave him a snack we really love in our house. It's just chopped up apple with peanut butter and honey to dip in. The day before, I'd filled up my freezer with a load of cookies in different flavors. This is my version of the white chocolate and macadamia nut Subway cookie, which is his favorite. The next day, I'd done a bit of baking and made 2 new loaves of bread, so he got to choose which one he wanted for his sandwiches that day, and I could not resist the opportunity to do that to him. He would have done it to me at the first chance. It's November, but I'm still able to grow some things in my greenhouse, which is protected from frost. This cress I sowed 2 weeks ago, and I use it as a garnish or in egg and cress sandwiches. Best hack ever is adding a spoonful of chili oil to your egg mayo. It just elevates that flavour profile so much. However, I can tell you he did ring me and ask me never to put that much cress in his sandwich ever again. He's more one of those cucumber is an adequate vegetable kind of guys. I gave him some more cookies and a golden snitch that I was given at a PR event the other day. That morning, it had snowed for the first time this year, so I wanted to give him an extra warm soup. To keep it warm all day, I always preheat the flask with boiling water before I put the soup in, and that's what he had for day 2. I was worried he might be getting a bit bored of sandwiches, so I made him a tuna pasta salad instead. I definitely didn't forget to put the eggs in, and tuna and boiled eggs go so well. This was so delicious, and I even made a duplicate one for myself to take to lunch. For his snack, I found some cocktail sausages, which I quickly air fried, then put onto skewers and made a dip. I love reusing old goo pots to make sauce dipping bowls. I added in a few different drinks and some more cookies, and that was his lunch for day 3. After eggs, his other favorite protein source is chicken breast. So every week I'll make a different kind of chicken sandwich filler, and this week was coronation chicken. I like to put toasted almonds in mine and dried apricots instead of sultanas. It had been our son's birthday, and he requested a beige dinner that night. We had turkey dinosaurs, fishy fish, the lot, and there was loads of leftovers. I'd made some tzatziki a few days before, and to use it up, I put it as a dip for the chicken. Not that I'm complaining, but the worst part of making these lunches for him is the washing up. All these little boxes, which each have a different fitting lid that I have to wash up at the end of each day, and they're always covered in some kind of building material, and his lunchbox is full of dust and paint. And for Friday's lunch, which is the grand finale, I grabbed some rolls from the freezer so he could have some fresh bread. He needed a labourer at work that day, but couldn't find anyone to do it, so he called in a favour from his friend, and he asked me to make him an extra big lunch that day so he could share it with his friend as a thank you. So for his main 2 sandwiches, I did brie and bacon with my chili jam from the garden, and topped it with a Brussels sprout coleslaw for a crunch. I also made another sandwich using up the leftover coronation chicken from the day before. I've been practicing making my own jelly for the kids' packed lunches instead of buying the pre-made pots from the supermarket, and of course I had to make him a mini trifle for his lunchbox. The day before, I'd made some raisin flapjacks, which was also meant to be for the kids' packed lunches at school, but this is a treat we all love, and it